Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to perform proper hand hygiene, and then I'm going to be talking about the protective equipment that you need to deal with infectious diseases, and I'll be talking about isolation precautions and the different room assignments that some of these individuals may need. And I'm going to start by circling the room so you know that I'm not cheating. Okay, and then I'm going to start off by washing my hands the proper way. The first thing you want to do is you want to take off your rings or any jewelry that you might have, and you would roll up your sleeves if you needed to. You would check your hands, make sure you don't have any hangnails or cuts or anything. Then you're going to turn your water on, make sure it's warm, and then you'll wet your arms, pointing your arms down and keeping your elbows straight. You want to get your soap. You're going to lather for 15 seconds, so I'm going to count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and then you're going to rinse off your hands the same way by keeping your elbows straight and going down to your fingertips from your forearms. Okay, and then after that, you're going to get your paper towel. And you're going to dry your hands, starting at your fingertips and working your way up your arms, like so. And then you would throw that away. You would get another dry paper towel to turn your water off. Okay, now that my hands are clean, I'm going to be talking about personal protective equipment, isolation precautions, and room assignments. Personal protective equipment, you're going to start whenever you're putting it on. You're going to put on your gown first, then you would put on your mask, you would put on your goggles, and then last you would put on your gloves. And then whenever you're taking off your PPE, you would take your gloves off first, then you would take off your goggles, your gown, and then you would take off your gloves. You take off your mask last. That's the last thing you want to take off. Any other stuff you might need, hand soap. That's what you want to use whenever your hands are visibly soiled or you touched any like bodily fluids or anything. And then alcohol antiseptic. You would use that just whenever you're taking your gloves off and going in between patients. As for isolation precautions, everybody usually has standard precautions, which is just when you wear gloves, whenever there's bodily fluids around. But I'm going to start by talking about airborne precautions, and that includes things like tuberculosis. If someone had tuberculosis, they would need to be in their own private room. It would need to be a negative pressure room, and you would need an N95 mask whenever you were going in there. Next, you have your droplet precautions. That's whenever the microorganisms, they are bigger than 5 micrograms and they can travel up to 6 feet. That includes things like pertussis, different types of pneumonia. For these people, you want to wear your mask. They need to be in a room by themselves, or they can be in a room with people that had the same infectious diseases they do. Next, you have your contact precautions. That's for people that had like scabies or herpes. For them, you would want to wear a gown and you would wear your gloves. And they also need to be in a room by themselves, or they can be in the same room as someone with the same infectious disease. And then last but not least, you would, there are protective isolation. That is whenever someone's immunocompromised or they have cancer or something. They need to wear their own mask whenever they leave the room, and they need to be in a positive pressure room. And that's all I have for this presentation today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.